Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising, welcome to your 2025 astrology horoscopes. We're going to start off with Saturn in Pisces. This is your 12th house of your subconscious mind, what is hidden beneath the surface. This is also the house of expenses, gossip, slander. This transit could bring up a lot of fears, anxieties within you right now, Aries, as well as you may feel like you are confined to a lot of responsibilities. You either set these responsibilities on yourself because there's a lot to do when it comes to work, business, or it's family obligations, responsibilities that are just coming up, and you are the one who has to handle everything. You're taking care of bills as well. Unexpected bills could be coming to you, or just you feel like a lot of burden rests on your shoulders right now. People can reveal their true colors to you, and a lot of times it's like you miss it. You miss it for a long time. But now with that Saturn there, you may be faced with a harsh reality about people, and it could trigger insecurities. It could trigger, maybe childhood traumas, how you feel about yourself. So be watchful for that. And just if people reveal their true colors, you don't like what you see, you can move on and learn from this. Neptune is also in Pisces, so it is also trying to teach you unconditional love and creativity, allowing people to be who they are. Heartbreak, relationships behind the scenes. Maybe some of you could have experienced some heartbreak or maybe cheating, and it didn't even have to be with a partner. It could have been with a business partner, a friend, somebody cheating you out of something, you finding out. That is the 12th house. It's also the house of seclusion. It's the house of dreams. It's the house of spirituality and travel. Things are just being revealed to you. So you are growing. There's a lot of maturity happening within you. May 25th until September 1st of 2025, we're going to have Neptune and Saturn go into Aries. This is your sign. Neptune is the planet of illusions, of creativity. This is fantastic for creativity if you want to be famous. It draws people to you, but you have to watch out because people will literally make up their mind about whatever it is that they want. They think one way of you, and sometimes the illusion can be shattered with the truth, But this can cause a little bit of ups and downs within relationships because people can idolize you. Creative insights as well. You can have downloads of creativity. You can want to maybe even start a business, creating things. You can want to maybe start a YouTube channel, a blog, a website, because you want an outlet for all that creativity coming to you. Saturn in the first house is nothing to fear. It can, of course, create restrictions, limitations where you are responsible for a lot. Maybe money feels a little bit tighter, but you are working hard on something. When Saturn leaves a house, it always leaves us a gift if we've done the work. So it wants you now to work on yourself, on your body, your image, your health, and your path in life, and not to take any shortcuts. A lot of actually exciting things happen to people when Saturn comes into the first house. It feels like a ton of work, but if you look back, it's the years where you accomplished so much, or, your life drastically changed, but in a good way, where you become more responsible. Now, after September, Neptune and Saturn move into your 12th house. So Neptune is almost done with this transit in your 12th house. Now, remember, Neptune is about dissolution of all boundaries. So it does increase your intuition. So really pay attention to your intuition, the creativity, imagination that comes to you, spiritual experiences. But it is also responsible for people betraying you, cheating, you putting on rose-colored glasses and not seeing the reality of certain people in your life, certain situations in your life. And with it being in the 12th house, a lot of you might have, over the years, been shown people who are dishonest, People who pose as friends, but they're not really your friends, because that's what the 12th house is about. It's about hidden enemies. People you don't even realize are not, there for your highest good, and they're in your life. But you can use the increased intuition, awareness that Neptune brings, and now those people can fall away from your life. So it's going to make that final spin in your 12th house, and you will have a lot of realizations, and the rose-colored glasses will come off. You're going to see people and situations for exactly what they are, and Saturn will help you do that. Now, Pluto is finally in Aquarius, and right now it's going to transit from 1 to 2 degrees in Aquarius this year. And if you have planets from 1 to even 3 degrees in Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, or Scorpio, you can feel this more. You can feel intense transformations. Pluto transformations happen sometimes with a lot of push and pull, jealousy, a lot of intense connections. And especially for you, Aries, because this is in your 11th house of groups, friendships, and organizations, something could push you to start having new hopes and dreams for the future. And it could be by you joining a group. New friends that come into your life can teach you about money, romance, creativity, jealousy, push-pull dynamics. The 11th house is the love that you receive from other people. And this can be a time where you receive either love or hate from people, because that's Pluto. That's really the energy. It's intense. So people could either receive your work really well, they love it, or you can get a lot of hate comments at the same time, because this is squaring your second house of income, the money you make, and your possessions. So the lessons you are going to be taught by Pluto will affect your self-esteem, your possessions, and the money you make, as well as your creativity, your joy, and your romantic encounters. So you could be meeting people and feeling intensely for them, and it's affecting your 8th house as well, because it's squaring your 8th house of shared finances. And with Pluto, that's like the house of Pluto, the 8th house. It's trying to teach you about time, energy, finances. What are you worth? Because that is really the 8th house, how you share finances with your partner. So there could be also some push and pull of how you spend money on your children, on your activities, on your hobbies, coming from love relationships. And for some of you, this could be, a lot of lessons, and it could be nice and easy, or it could be a little bit more harsher of a lesson when it comes to money and time, because you are now wanting that the people you get into relationships with, you want it to be an equal give and take, so they're not just taking the energy from you, because that is the greatest resource, our time and energy. But mostly Pluto in the 11th house is about showing off your creativity, showing the public your work, putting yourself out there, and meeting new and interesting people that will transform your life. Uranus in 2025 is transiting from 23 to 29 degrees of Taurus. For you, this is your second house of your self-esteem, your finances, your possessions. It's also the food you eat, and even your teeth, your face. So a lot of you could have had a lot of ups and downs with money, finances, possessions, the possessions that you own. Maybe you had to let some go. You bought some new ones, but it could have been erratic up and down finances. But if you do have planets from 23 to 29 degrees of Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius, maybe new friends are coming into your life. And they could be a little bit more unusual, not the usual people that you choose to hang out with. These people, if they do come into your life, are here to expand your horizons. Now, you could have also had ups and downs with your children, maybe any creative hobbies or investments as well, because it's squaring your 5th house. as well as romantic partners. It could have been, a lot of in and out, a lot of situationships, nothing that stands the test of time. It is also opposing your 8th house. So maybe even finances with a partner, a spouse could have been up and down. So you can see a little bit more of this for this year. From July 7th until September 6th of 2025, Uranus will go into the sign of Gemini. Now, it's only going to be there for a little bit, but if you do have planets from 0 to 1 degree of Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, or Pisces, you're going to feel this. This is in your 3rd house of self-efforts, siblings, your neighborhood, anything that you are learning as well. Change in the relationship you have with your siblings, or they are going through something. It could be happy or not, erratic. Uranus just comes and wants to break apart your routine. It wants to show you a different way. So a lot of times new things, new people come into our lives really quickly to show us something completely different than we are used to. This is going to square your 6th and 12th house. So your routines can majorly change. The routine, your day-to-day life can change drastically. It's also opposing your 9th house, and there could be higher learning for you that opens the door to a whole new way of life. It's going to broaden your horizons, or maybe travel. You're going to check out new and different places within your community. From September 6th until February of 2026, Uranus will go from 1 degree Gemini back to 27 degrees of Taurus. So it is going to go back to your 2nd house for that final push. You can buy a lot of new possessions. Maybe your aesthetic, what you like, is totally changing. New business ventures that you didn't think of before. You can start thinking of new ways to make money, to save money. Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, is still in the sign of Gemini, which is for you, your 3rd house of self-effort, your siblings, your neighborhood. This is where you learn and perfect your skills. So a lot of you could be learning, you're introducing yourself to new knowledge, because Jupiter is expanding this area for you. And this is about learning. It could be learning photography, learning how to make videos. Maybe you're making a website, or you're getting new equipment, a new camera, a new phone, tools to make your job of creativity easier. Self-effort, taking effort and starting something new can seem a lot easier for you. There's more fun within your neighborhood, within your friendship circle. You're finding great mentors, teachers. June 10th of 2025, Jupiter will enter your 4th house, and this is really great. If you are moving, you're wanting to move, you want to redecorate, maybe even buy a new vehicle, a new car, Jupiter will help you do this. Jupiter is expanding your 4th house of home, family, mother. Could be people in your family and your mother also gaining a lot of new things, new experiences, or your bond with them gets stronger. Especially if there has been a rift with any family members, you can repair the bonds now. Find more joy in life, in living, and you can also find a lot of joy spending time at home or redecorating, moving. There could be a big move for you, or you could be moving in with someone, maybe getting a new pet as well. If you get a new pet now, it could bring you a lot of luck, a lot of joy. When Jupiter is in the 4th, we just feel happier. We're more magnetic, because when you feel happy on the inside, you attract that on the outside. March 2nd until April 13th, in between 2 eclipses, we have Venus retrograde. If there's beauty treatments you want to get done, you might want to put them off, as you may later not like the result, change your mind. Relationship issues are coming to the forefront. You may be reminiscing about people from the past, contacting people from the past. People from the past may contact you, come back into your life. Just because we miss people, we are reviewing relationships of all kinds, friendships and money relationships as well as romantic relationships. And this can, for you in your sign, even you can be going over your looks, maybe even starting a secret relationship, getting back together with somebody, not telling anybody. It's going to go back into your 12th house of Pisces for you, Aries. Big, huge developments in relationships, and all relationships issues are coming up to the forefront with this Venus retrograde, and the eclipses will also bring up a lot of those feelings. So a lot of love and relationship reviewing is happening in 2025. March 13th, we have a lunar eclipse at 24 degrees of Virgo. So if you have personal planets from about 21 to 27 degrees of Virgo or Pisces, this eclipse will be felt more. It can bring on some emotional setbacks, maybe even, or anxiety right around the eclipse time for you. And this can come from the area of health, daily routine, work, colleagues, your daily schedule. Something needs to change in this area for you, Aries. You need to now let go of any bad habits. Or maybe if you own a business, employees that are not working out for you, you may have to let go, hire new people, as well as even change up your daily routine so that you could live a healthier lifestyle. It is a time to get organized and do the nitty-gritty. The sixth house is what makes everything work properly. If we don't have that, set right, nothing else can really function. It's where we do our daily tasks. As a business owner, it's how you take payments, how you record keep. All of that stuff is the basis of how everything works. And right now, you are needing to let go of something that is not working in this area and make something work better. March 29th, there is a solar eclipse at 9 degrees of Aries. So if your ascendant, sun, or moon are from about 6 to even 12 degrees of Aries, you can feel this more. This is a time for you personally to change. And with that first eclipse in your sixth house, a lot of you are making changes when it comes to your health, your body, your personal image, your personal brand. And this is the time to do it. Getting a new wardrobe, getting a new haircut, and a totally new aesthetic image is something you're going to want to do. So around March, you're really going to want to change everything about yourself. So it is a great time to go shopping, get a new haircut, and just acquire new clothes, new perfume that makes you feel the way that you feel inside right now. You are completely changing and shifting. And with Saturn going into your sign, with Neptune for a little bit there, you guys are becoming more responsible. It's like you're entering a new era. And what is inside is going to start to show outside. September 7th, there is a lunar eclipse at 15 degrees of Pisces. If you have personal planets from about 12 to 18 degrees in the Pisces sign or in the sign of Virgo, this eclipse can affect you more. A lunar eclipse, so there's a releasing, a letting go. But this is also where the North Node is. So something new could be coming into your life, but this can indicate people. Lunar eclipses a lot of times deal with other people. Other people are involved. This is your 12th house, so you can hear back from people you haven't heard from in a while. An ex, an old friend, a family member you haven't spoken to could reach out around this time, or you may reach out. You can feel like you are reminiscing about something. You might be letting go of possessions, people, thoughts, patterns that you no longer align with. It's a really good time to release a bad habit. A lot of times we release it willingly. We want to, and sometimes something comes into our life, shakes it up, and we feel like we have to. We're forced to release something. So the 12th house is also the house of spirituality, foreign travel, spiritual teachers. It's the house of bedroom fun. So a lot of you could be maybe starting a relationship behind the scenes. You don't want to tell anybody. Or you're learning something. You're creating something behind the scenes. And this is a time where we can just feel more emotional, especially if you have personal planets near or around the 15 degrees of Pisces. You can feel more emotional. Say you have Venus there, you know, your love life, your aesthetics, your money, all of this can be changing for you. And it can happen rapidly out of the blue. But really, even 3 months before and 3 months after the eclipse, we can feel the effects. Watch your health. You could feel like you're lacking sleep on or around the eclipse. The 12th house also deals with hidden enemies, people we wouldn't expect gossiping about us, slander. And this is a lunar eclipse, so maybe somebody who's been bothering you, gossiping about you, could just release that resentment towards you. So that is a really good thing. You can also release odd feelings that you've had for people you haven't been getting along with, any kind of resentment, jealousy, anything like that, you could release at this time. September 21st, we have a solar eclipse at 29 degrees of Virgo. So if you have planets at 28, 29 degrees of Virgo, Pisces, you're going to feel this eclipse a lot. Now, this is a solar eclipse, but the south node is in your 6th house. A lot of you could be on a diet, maybe, or working out, getting a whole new routine going right now. And this eclipse will bring you something new in this area. It could be that you are motivated to, maybe lose weight, to better yourself, to let go of negative patterns in your life that are holding you back, as well as any negative habits. Even if it's just eating habits or the way you stay organized, this is the time to go through your house, get rid of clutter, because the 6th house is our daily schedule, our daily habits, and you want to set the foundation where your daily habits are really good so everything else around you can fall into place. Or it could just be that the people that you work with are changing. There is new dynamics within your workplace and the people that you work with at this time. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe for more.